Yep, I quite like, Merry Christmas everyone, by the way, and I'm looking forward to a Happy New Year. I've decided I'm going to go full retard in the new year. They reckon you should never go full retard, but I think that's the reason, because if you do go full retard, you might actually change to the power and time. But, let's see. I've got this on spot column, probably have, yeah. Okay, general betrayers now. I like this because it's very easy to water. It's not the best, of course, but they're starting to colour up now, and they're starting to grow reasonably, but they're very slow growing. But I've noticed that there's bubbles now starting to come up, which is now pushing the water. Every now and again a bubble will come up and it will push 1 or 2 drops of water over the edge, sort of thing. So whether it's starting, oh, did you see that? Yeah, there, like that. So there's pressure now coming up from underneath, and every so often you'll get a bubble here or whatever, and I assume it's methane or something like that. So did you see that drip there? So it's obviously the numbers of methanophiles are starting to build up, methanogens I think, starting to build up in the newspaper cellulose come what was it? Wood fibres or whatever we had. You've seen them in the past video. I can't remember. It's Christmas, well, brain's not working properly. Starting to break down now. Whether we're going to get this sudden expansive growth, don't know. But by the looks of that one, I think the sand is the way to go. What I'm going to test out, I'll probably get a couple of crappy Christmas fly traps or something. I might put them in there, and if they go right, then that will give me the impetus to take the final step to go full retard this coming season. So I quite like the colours coming into the leaves now. Greening, getting proper green and everything. The pass is growing all right. So I think that's the way to go. I think actually the way the bogs are actually generated from the sand. I think it's the opposite way around sort of thing. So they start off as sand and develop into bogs because the sand becomes waxy, and that prevents the infiltration of the water. It slows it down and down. Now that takes like an hour now to go down. So it's just it's too wet, I think, and I don't know if you can see this, but we go to spot colour and it's some sort of down there in there. I don't know, you see there's a bit of a scum on the surface, brown scum that's been broken down sort of thing. So it's basically rotting, which is not what we want. We want it to be built up, not to be broken down sort of thing. So I think you have to start from a sand point of view and work up and out from that sort of thing. So you basically work from almost nothing, seemingly nothing, and to generate an ecosystem that way, which sounds crazy and almost like you can hardly believe that could happen. But I think we'll be able to demonstrate it in this coming season when we go full retard. So that'll be coming in the new year. And I don't know what it is, this time of season we could do with like 2 extra yellow recycle bins, one before Christmas and one after Christmas or something, because before Christmas everyone's making stuff, cooking stuff, lots of new jars and tins coming into the household to cook stuff and all that, so you need an extra bin for all that. After Christmas, when everyone's unwrapped their presents and thrown away all the recyclable plastics and stuff, you'll need another bin. And yet these people, it's almost like they don't live in the real world. Surely these council people go home and this happens to them every year. It's building up before Christmas, probably need a new bin. Building up after Christmas, probably need a new bin. Why not give the bin people time and a half, double time, triple time around Christmas? This time of year, we know we live in this country, it can be quite darn hot. Getting them working that extra hard this sort of time, give them triple time. What happened this year? Why wasn't Christmas a public holiday? That's what everyone's talking about at the moment. They're saying, the unions are against it. Why would unions be against Christmas being a public holiday? It doesn't make sense. I mean, everyone's talking about, it's people that talking about Christmas is the best time of the year, you know, in business, blah, blah, blah. And then they go out risking their greatest time of the year doing some shopping and getting the Rona and being locked down for 2 weeks. Why aren't these people, why isn't the tax office saying, okay, you get locked down for 2 weeks, you're doing good stuff for the nation, making sure you don't infect anyone else, blah, 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 blah. We'll look at your tax records from last year and we'll give you the same amount this year for those 2 weeks that you're locked down. How about that? No, I mean, it should be easy for the tax office to do that. They're telling us how smart and quick and agile they're supposed to be. I mean, they do this thing year in, year out. Surely they know an average number of how much, what's the lowest and what's the maximum someone could possibly make in that business that's ever been made in that business at that time of year. So they'll know if someone's telling them the porkies or not. You know? And why aren't they just being generous? That's what I want to know. What, do they think everybody's scumbag criminal types or something? Yeah, right. When was the last time you ran into a scumbag criminal type, you know? Yeah, I know. I mean, how many times in your life have you actually run into someone you thought was a criminal or something like that? You think, oh, I better stay clear of this person. Yeah, most people are good people, aren't they? I mean, Jesus. Yeah, it makes you wonder. What the thinking is. They look at you like you're stupid, and we look at them thinking, you know, this time of year, you're just so dumb, aren't you? This is supposed to be your area of expertise, you know, monitoring the community, doing things on a regular basis, and yet you fail to notice every Christmas stuff builds up before Christmas in the bins, and stuff builds up after Christmas, and you could probably do with at least an extra bin, maybe 2 bins, just for that time of the year. Maybe not any other time of the year. And then all this business talking about the fact that it's the best time of the year, so why don't you have Christmas in July? You have the normal Christmas around the 25th for the goddies, and Christmas in July for the pagans. You double the money. I mean, some of these people, I think you almost have to get them on the ground and double the fist. They're that dumb. You know, you talk about all this profits, it's the best time of the year for business, so why don't you double your business, get off your bloody, why don't you do a trial for 3 or 5 years? And it's just not doubling the profits. Some of these places, like in the snowfields, to attract people out there for Christmas in July, you know, you're going to attract them out there around Christmas time when there's no snow? You must have rocks in your head. No, when the snow's about, people want to be up there. Christmas in July, they'll bring presents. They'll go to all their relatives with presents. They'll be staying at different towns along the way, not just in the snowfields. Oh, we're close to Joe and Bob or something, you know. Let's have our ski trip or something, Christmas in July, and we'll drop in Joe and Bob on the way back. Boom, there's another rented place or cabin or whatever, rented out for a few days, blah, blah, blah. Spending in those little towns around where Bob and Joan or whatever it is live or something. It's going to be more than double the profits. These people are absolutely thick. Why don't you do some trials? You know, why don't you test out the theory, you know? Send people out there to live in an area and pretend to do a Christmas in July or something and see how it goes, you know? Have a whole group go out there pretending to run a Christmas in July and see how people talk about it or see it or perceive it, you know? No. You know, run a focus group or something. You're always talking about these bloody focus groups and stuff. Why aren't you doing it, you know? What, am I going to say no to Christmas in July? Why not? It's the best time for me. Going bush, it's the best time of the year for the bush, you know? God, some of these people, I really seriously think they got rocks in their head sometimes. They're wandering for a few brain cells, you know? And they look at you like you're stupid, and I'm thinking, well, I think you're so dumb. You know, you're talking about profit is the ideal thing, and yet you're not even trying to double your profit by having Christmas in July. I know. Yeah. Oh, it's too much work for them. They don't really want to pay their workers. I think that's what it really is. You know, don't want to pay them. How are you going to have a business if you don't have workers? Every business you want to expand needs workers. And why didn't you have multiple shifts, you know? You lose some days, you're going to gain a lot on the days when people do come in, aren't you? I mean, surely you got actuaries to work all these things out for you. You know, pay a good actuary, work out the best statisticians and actuaries to work out the best time of the year for you to double or triple your staff when you need them, and scale them down when you don't need them. Get staff who are willing to do that. Pay them accordingly. I don't know. I think you're all bloody communists in a way. You don't want to pay your workers anything. You want slave labour, and you don't really want to. I think that's what it is, really. You want to be like lords, but you really want to. You got this communist mindset, you know. You want everyone working as slaves for free, basically, for you to make your profits. I think that's the way it's going. But I think we're going to stop that over this coming year. I think you're going to get a bit of, as I said, I think we're going to get these people on the ground and double the fist. Yeah, bit of a rude joke, I know. But anyway, let's see. Got spot cotton. Yeah, we were on spot cotton. This one's starting to grow reasonably well known, but as I said, it's much slow behind that. This one's got calcium in it, of course, and I think we're dealing with a group of plants that don't actually even use calcium. So, yeah. But as I said, I think you're going to have to go full retard to actually show that everything is bollocks. Yeah. Everything is bullshit, yes, as people are starting to say online. So yeah, I've had a few nibbles of these yesterday when I was out Christmas lunch. Yeah, what are the odds it would just happen on Christmas Day? But then again, we were out, I suppose. You know, possums, birds, whatever, come up and nibble it on that day. Oh, I don't know. Bit of colour thing, but no, this one's now growing without any deficiency at the moment and starting to take off. This one got nibbled, so I can't tell really at the moment. But yeah, I'm happy with this, but I think, as I said, I'm going to go full retard in 2022, and I don't think I'm going to look back, actually. I'm going to take stuff I did in 2008 and combine it with what I know now, and I don't think I'm going to look back on this. I'm going to start with a bucket of sand and just work up and up and up, and it'll just get better and better, and I'm going to do stuff that's even better than this. I mean, that's a bucket of sand with a bit of formula on top, but I'm going to take what I learned in 2008 and combine it with this, and I don't think I'm going to look back, actually. All this peat and sand rubbish, I think. Most people who grow really decent plants, they get it from the wild, turned up in a lump of soil from the southeast, from some lady in the southeast. Yeah, natural wild soil. Probably even didn't have any peat and sand in it. It was mostly sand or silty sand or something like that. I reckon that's where, as I said, I think basically you start with the sand and it becomes waxy, hydrophobic, starts the bog conditions off, and it all cascades from there. I think that's what I basically have learned, and I think this coming year, 2022, we're going to show that to be so sort of thing. It's biology. You can't prove anything. It's not the king of sciences like mathematics. It's going to be showing that. I mean, Mark show, as they say over in Hamburg. Show us that it's so sort of thing. You play like, as I said, that's my standard line now. What are you, not a woman born, or can you play like Mozart, sunshine? If not, fuck off then. I always give people those two chances. Why, are you not a woman born? Fair enough then. Or can you play like Mozart? Oh, you can. Oh, okay, fair enough then. Otherwise, fuck off. I think that's what 2022 is going to be. Those two things. If you can satisfy those two, I'll be commending. Otherwise, basically, you can fuck off. I think that I'm going to go full retard, and I think those are my two proviso. You either show me that you're not a woman born, or that you can play like Mozart. Otherwise, I'm going full retard, and you can fuck off. Okay, yeah, and I'm being fairly comical now, but I think I'm going to have to be. So, yeah. Anyway, oh yes, I was watching some with young Maxie the other night. Watching some, he wanted to watch some South because couldn't wait for Santa to come, sort of thing. Agitated. Is he going to get the things he wants for Christmas? Has he spouted enough about them throughout the year? So his parents don't make the fatal mistake of getting something he doesn't want for Christmas. Only getting things he wants for Christmas. Ended up watching a few South Park episodes. And the first one that popped up was very interesting. It was Scott Tenorman Must Die sort of thing. And it was basically, the story was, I think it's season 5, episode maybe 4. I can't remember now what it was. Definitely, I think season 5. I think it is. Scott Tenorman Must Die sort of thing. Because you've got Cartman, who's a bit of a would-be, want-to-be, a mover and shaker sort of. The Cartman's always this type that wants to be, would-be, want-to-be, mover and shaker sort of thing. And this Scott Tenorman is like a natural-born scam artist. He's like the Mozart of scam artists in a way. Like the Mona bloke is the Mozart of gamblers sort of thing. He just walks in and, gambles and wins and sort of thing. And he's got this natural talent, that's his God-given sort of natural talent sort of thing. And he can make the taxman cry. He comes in with a briefcase full of money, puts it on the table, and he says, "Tell me when to stop. I can always go back tonight and get a few more, another 100,000 or million or so tonight if you need some more." And of course, there's the taxman behind his desk just starting to burst into tears because, it's sort of, it's like the profits from the first Beatles album turning up. Please Me album, was it? £5 million in a suitcase just turns up at Nems or something. What? You just walked in off the street with £5 million in a briefcase? Yeah, well, who would know that I'd had £5 million in a briefcase? It's just a briefcase. They don't know it's got £5 million in there. Just walking in off the street, this is your 6% of EMI's profits from the first Please Me album sort of thing. So, okay, that's 6%, so that's 5 million. In 1960s Britain, in quotes. Now I think we're going to start calling it England again. So how much did EMI make? Yeah. So, while we going down, while we scraping on the carpet, please sir, can I have some more? I think they're pretty right. When you do the mathematics, you think, why am I scrimping and saving? Please sir, can I have some more? This is our 6%, but look at how much profit we've made for you, Mr. Businessman. Yeah. Hello, Mr. Taxman as well, because you get more tax too, don't you? If I make the business more money, you also get more tax profit as well, don't you? Yeah. So cut me some slack, sort of thing. Hello, wakey, hand off, snaky. I think some people need their ideas woken up to, but I think we're going to do this in 2022. I think we're going to go full retard and wake a few people's ideas up. You can just start off with a bucket of sand and go full throttle sort of thing and not look back. So, but then again, it's on the back of years and years of soul-destroying, back-breaking work. So nothing comes easy. So I don't think it just happens like that, because it doesn't. And as I say, they reckon this is going to be the last. Well, they've had 2,000 years to basically make poverty history, and I think they've totally failed and been found wanton. And I've noticed people are still talking about Ireland. They're basically slaves over there in Ireland. Still haven't woken up that basically they've been put in a feudal, slave-like, serf-like commune over there, the whole of Ireland, just basically working for peanuts, basically. Haven't woken up, haven't put these people up against the wall, motherfucker. I think that's what it's going to have to be. Some of these people are going to suddenly have to wake up and say, we're going to send you to Jesus by express post, £2,000 Maxwell Sewer hammer sort of stamp sort of thing, I think that's what's going to happen, where we go, when we go, we're just going to make you get there faster. We're sending you to Jesus today. This is your death day. This is your last day on the planet, sort of thing. And we've examined your life and found you wanting. You've been screwing over the whole populace for how many decades now, if not centuries, if not millennia. Yes, we don't want you on the planet anymore, and I'm very sorry this is your last day on the planet. Take a look at the sun setting. When it sets, that's when you're not going to see another sunrise sort of thing. I think that's how it's going to go down. But some of these people, over in America, they're talking about a dark winter. Well, all I can say is in blackness you can certainly see the lights, can't you? You can certainly spot where the lights are, and you just aim for the lights, I think. You know where they are. As I said, when you get there, you'll know who they are, you'll recognise them. When they get to the Capitol in Washington, you'll know who the people to put up against the wall or hang from the pillars of the Capitol Dome. You'll recognise their faces. You've seen them on the TV. You know exactly who to put up there. And if Hillary tries to flee or run, use a nuke. If it's over, yeah, we'll feel sorry for the pilot's family, but again, why the heck was he working